There's an old rest stop off I-40, somewhere between Amarillo and Albuquerque. No signs leading to it. Just a single exit ramp that doesn't show up on GPS. Most people would pass it without ever noticing. But for those who stop, it's always the same story. The building's nothing special. 2 vending machines, a faded picnic table, a single restroom with a flickering light overhead. Just one mirror above the sink, wide and spotless, despite the dust and grime coating everything else. And that's where the legend begins. They say if you stop there between midnight and 3 a.m., when the highway is dead silent, and you stand in front of the mirror, something strange happens. The lights won't flicker like normal. They'll go out completely, just for a second, and when they come back on, your reflection won't be doing what you're doing. It'll stare at you, and then smile. Not a normal smile. Something wider, unnatural, like it knows something you don't. But if you look away or leave the room, you're fine. It's just a freaky moment to tell your friends later. But if you touch the mirror, even by accident, the rules change. You don't walk out. It does. That's what happened to a trucker named Joel a few summers ago. He was ahead of schedule and pulled off to take a leak, stretch his legs. His dash cam caught him pulling off the highway, but he never got back on. State troopers found his rig 2 days later, engine still warm, door wide open, and in the mirror inside the cab, the little one on the visor. There was something there. You could still see Joel. Only the background behind him wasn't the highway. It was that nasty little rest stop bathroom, like he was trapped inside of it. No sign of him anywhere else. But the craziest part? The dash cam showed something climbing into his cab 20 minutes after Joel went inside. Something that looked just like him, moved like him, even waved at the camera as it drove away. If you ever stop at a rest area that isn't on your Google Maps, the place is a little too quiet, the mirror's a little too clean when everything else is disgusting. Whatever you do, don't touch the glass. Everyone around here knows about the traveling carnival that rolls through every summer. It's not the big budget kind. No flashy ads, no famous rides. Just a few rusted attractions, some cheap lights, and the smell of fried batter lingering in the air. When you're bored in a small town, it's something to do. There's that one ride that's been at the center of local rumors for years. A towering free-fall drop ride called Devil's Drop. The kind that slowly drags you up, then slams you down fast enough to steal your stomach. It wasn't always part of the carnival. No one even knows who operates it. It just showed up one year, tucked in the far corner of the lot, away from the games, the music, and the crowd. And that's when the rumors started. Kids say if you ride it after midnight, strange things happen. It only runs a certain number of people, and you don't hear normal ride sounds. No gears, no hydraulics, just wind. Cold, unnatural wind, even in the heat of July. If you're unlucky enough to ride it alone after dark, you don't always come back the same. Rumors have it a girl named Kayla rode it once. She was dared to go alone after the fireworks ended. Her friends watched her go up, laughing from below. But when the ride dropped, Kayla didn't scream. She didn't even flinch. She just sat there at the bottom, wide-eyed, pale, and smiling in this weird, stiff way. She wouldn't talk. She wouldn't blink. She just kept saying, "It's still falling," over and over again. Her parents pulled her from school the next week. Nobody saw her again after that. Some say the ride doesn't drop you into a physical world, that you fall into a different place, some kind of between space where time breaks and things whisper in your ear that sound like your own voice. And if you look down while you're falling, you don't see the fairground below. You just see a pit, endless, dark, and full of faces that look just like yours. Every summer, someone dares someone else to ride Devil's Drop alone after midnight. And every summer, something happens to them. No matter how much you're pressured, don't ride Devil's Drop. You won't come back the same. Everyone in town knows about Whistler Park. It shut down years ago. Some say because of lawsuits, others say it was an accident. But no one ever knows what happened. It's all rumors. But it's just there, still standing, fenced off and half swallowed by trees and other brush. But if you ask any of the older kids, they'll tell you that the rides still run at night. They say the lights come on randomly, usually around 2 or 3 in the morning. No music, just the hum of electricity and the slow grind of old machinery. Locals call it the wake, when the park wakes up on its own. Some people film it from the hill off Route 17. There are videos online. Carousel spinning by itself. The roller coaster inching up the track. Bumper cars slamming into each other like someone's driving them. All with no one inside. But the weirdest stories come from the ones who sneak in. Like this one group last summer. 3 teens who wanted a viral video. They planned it out. They were going to climb the fence. They brought headlamps, a drone, and some GoPros. They live streamed the first half, joking around, riding rides, and having a great time. Then they broke into the old fun house and dared each other to go in. And that's when the stream cut. Police found 2 of them walking barefoot on the highway the next morning. Clothes ripped, faces blank. They couldn't answer questions. They just kept repeating, "We never got off the ride. We never got off the ride. We never got off the ride." The 3rd kid, he's still missing. The rumor is they got on one of the rides after the fun house, and once they strapped in, they couldn't get off the ride. It just kept going over and over again. There's even rumor about a 4th ride that nobody ever saw. Apparently, it's hidden in the back, behind a tilt-a-whirl, past a door that's blocked off. They say if you find it, don't sit down. Don't touch the control panel, because once the ride starts, it'll never end. Tourists don't believe the stories. They laugh about it. But the locals, we don't go near Whistler Park after dark. Not because we're scared of ghosts or something, but because we know there's something wrong with it. It doesn't have power. The power was severed years ago. But the rides always come on 2 or 3 at night. It's just a matter of time before more tourists are lured in to see what's going on at Whistler Park. Hey, Spooky Sooner here. Hope you enjoyed the summer horror stories, just some random American horror stories based in summer. If you've noticed, I have some shorts. I'm calling them spooky shorts, and it's basically a single story from all the stories that I've made so far. So if you see one of those and you've seen all the videos, then you've probably seen it. But if you haven't, check it out. It's a single dose, probably 5 to 7 minutes per episode. So you'll see those more during the week, and then I'll do my regular release on Friday. I'll try to shoot for Friday. So you can kind of plan. So I'll say Monday and Wednesday are the short days. Friday is the story day, the new story. So, and some weekends I might not get to it, but I will try. So, hope you enjoyed the stories. Till next time, stay spooky.